iOS 15 has officially arrived. During an online keynote for WWDC, Apple showed off a preview of iOS 15, and boy, there are so many new features. Updates and additions in iOS fit into 4 major themes: staying connected, finding focus, using intelligence, and exploring the world. One of the biggest updates comes to FaceTime, Apple's app for video and audio calls. iOS 15 makes FaceTime a bit more like Zoom while keeping some of its Apple quirkiness. Apple's Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, Craig Federighi, said that the goal for updating FaceTime in iOS 15 was to make it feel more natural and comfortable to use. You can now schedule FaceTime calls and create links in advance. FaceTime links can be accessed on Android phones and Windows computers via a browser. Should we add in like a record skipping sound effect? No. How about a car skidding sound effect? Yeah, that doesn't work either. Anyway, FaceTime's video interface gets an overhaul with a new grid view. Gone are the random sized tiles, and instead is a neat grid of similarly sized squares of all of your callers. Grid view makes it easier to see at a glance who is speaking. Kind of important in a video call. And just like portrait mode for photos separates you from the background, portrait mode for FaceTime gives the background of your video a nice artistic blur. There are also new tools to improve audio. FaceTime calls now support spatial audio to make your friends and family sound more natural and give the effect that they are in the same room with you. All I'm going to say is that maybe sometimes you don't want it to feel like your family's in the same room with you. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. There are 2 new tools for your microphone. One can isolate your voice, and the other can widen its pickup to capture all the details in your environment. Apple showed a video of 2 people having a FaceTime call. Behind one of them was a kid using a leaf blower. When the mob enables voice isolation, the sound of the leaf blower goes away. But I have so many questions. Look, as savvy as that mom is, I don't know why she'd give her kid a leaf blower. Even stranger, why'd she let her kid use it indoors? And strangest thing of all, why she'd let her daughter run a leaf blower indoors during a video call. I mean, come on, right? Look, FaceTime also has a new feature called Share Play that allows you to share your screen, your music, or videos over a video call. For example, if you're on a FaceTime call, you can open a supported app like Apple Music, play a song, and choose to share it over the call. The feature works with video apps too, like Disney+, but there is a caveat or 2. Everyone on the FaceTime call needs access to the content. So if you're sharing a Disney+ show like WandaVision, the other people on the call need to have the Disney+ app installed and a subscription. If they don't, they'll be prompted to download the app and set up a subscription, or if available, a free trial. Now, people on the call who choose not to do this can remain on the call, and they just won't see or hear the content, which would really kind of suck because WandaVision's pretty good. SharePlay works with Apple TV+, TikTok, Disney+, HBO Max, Hulu, among others. And get this, developers can add SharePlay API to their app, so maybe YouTube will adopt this and then maybe make a new subscription so you have to pay for it. Then there's the Messages app, which in iOS 15 gets a little visual overhaul and becomes a bit more organized. In an iMessage conversation thread, photos are now shown in a new collage design, or when there are lots of them, in a photo stack. You can swipe through a photo stack just in the thread, or tap to open up all the photos into a separate window. And that leads to another new feature called Share With You, which takes videos, music, web links, photos that people shared with you in Messages and organizes them into a tab for the corresponding app. For example, if a friend sends you a link to an Apple News story via iMessage, it's automatically added to the Shared With You tab in the Apple News app. Now, the tab not only shows the link, but who shared it. So if you tap on the person's name, you're brought back to the exact place in your Messages thread where your friend shared that link. Share With You also works in the Photos app and automatically adds photos that are shared with you via Messages into the app. Now, it doesn't download all of the photos in your Messages, just the ones that you were there when the photo was taken or ones that you're actually in the photo. Shared with you tabs are in Apple Music, Apple News, Apple TV, Safari, Photos, and Podcasts. Now, another revamp comes in the form of notifications. The gist is that iOS 15 helps you better deal with all of the alerts you get on your iPhone. To that end, there's a new notification summary. It can prioritize which notifications are the most important and bundle the rest for delivery at a later time, a time that you choose. To take your productivity or me time to the next level, which, let's be honest, that's me in a nutshell. Okay, so there's this new focus tool to help you concentrate on specific things when you're using your phone. For example, if you're at work, you can put the focus tool into a work mode and be only notified by coworkers for specific apps like maybe Mail or Calendar or Slack. The amount of customization within the focus tool is really impressive. There are defaults for Do Not Disturb, Personal, Work, and Sleep. You set those as your status, but you can also create your own status. And you can schedule when focus comes on and even limit access to certain pages of apps on your home screen. So you're not tempted to, Among Us, I must play right now. I'm at work, Patrick, you can't do that. Now, if you want to nip being disturbed in the bud completely, you can share your focus statuses like in Messages, so people can clearly see that you aren't receiving notifications unless they are marked as urgent. Another addition to iOS 15 is live text, which uses artificial intelligence to find text in photos or through your iPhone's camera viewfinder in real time. You can copy and paste the text, or if it's a website, you can open the link. It's kind of similar to Google Lens, but the interface Apple showed off looks really slick. The Wallet app in iOS 15 now lets you add corporate key cards. Yay! And your driver's license in states where that's supported. Apple says that it's also working with the TSA on ways to accept Wallet app IDs at US airports. And look, it's not going to be Apple software without mentioning the P word. And if you're thinking of Poughkeepsie, New York, you would be wrong. Nope. Instead, iOS 15 adds new levels of privacy and security. For example, in the Mail app, Mail Privacy Protection stops senders from using invisible pixels to collect information about you. I didn't even know they could do that. That's like crazy and creepy. There's also an app privacy report that lets you see how often each app used previously granted access to your data for like location or photos or your camera or microphone and contacts during the past 7 days. You can also find out where that data is being shared by seeing all the third-party domains and app contacts. And then there's iCloud Plus, and it has a new private relay. It's basically an internet privacy service that allows you to connect and browse the web in a more secure and private way. It's kind of like a VPN and a private email service all rolled into one. And if you already have a paid iCloud membership, yeah, you get it for free. If not, you gotta pay. You gotta pay to get that, if not. But if you already have it, you don't have to pay. That's kind of how it works. And that's it for iOS 15. Psych! There are so many other features and details that would make this video hours long, like updates to Apple Maps, the Weather app, and of course, new outfits for emoji stickers. Look, that alone would take a solid 30 minutes to go into, at least the way I feel it would need to be properly presented. You just need that time. You can't shortchange some emoji. But for more on iOS 15, check back with CNET because we'll be updating our stories, we'll be writing new ones, and all the features we find. Also, iOS 15 will be out this fall. There is a developer beta of iOS 15 if you have a developer account. And our usual warning, please don't try software betas on your main iPhone or device. But now, I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of iOS 15? Is there a feature you are particularly excited about? And is there a feature that you're particularly confused about? Throw your thoughts in the comments. Here's the other thing about that lady. If she gave her kid the leaf blower, it's summertime. Who has leaves to blow in the summertime? But you know what? That would make sense why the kid is using the leaf blower indoors. It all adds up.